Getting a little bit of Star Trek done. What? It started about half an hour ago, and they put that concrete thing out there, and there's a little ramp over there, but that's a lot of people to hire for, like, I don't know. I'll inform you guys later at like 11 or something. Been watching them out the side of my head. Because this is what I see. And then I just rotate. And my human eyes can look between these, but I'm just like, huh? Huh? Camera's not doing too good at the light thing right now. It's super bright outside, unlike yesterday. We're heading into a warmer time. Maybe like 12 degrees today. Alright, so with Aaron's weirdly egregiously long first morning meeting and then his regular stand-up, I went to the bedroom just doing like chickens and stuff and trains and taking care of shoulder uckum because it's like near the end, so I'm like trying not to put uckum all over it, so I'm using a little less than I normally would and just applying it like at the lower parts down here,
which is where it's worse or worst.
Yeah, is it along like the wrist and the strap? Because again, as I said before, I can't.
Yeah.
But it's not up around the helmet area.
Right.
Yeah, that's because I'm like taking a little bit and I'm like dabbing it on there and then working it around here and then sort of generally applying it everywhere. But this picture, for those of you that have played Assassin's Creed Valhalla and you're familiar with the term flighting, I just kind of made the connection that that's what these guys are doing. They're basically getting into the center of a circle and then they say some stuff and then everyone's like, oh, like, and I'm like, I've seen this but in English, and they basically stand around in a circle and they diss on each other. That's where that actual meme comes from, the GIF image where the guy's like, oh, and they kind of, yeah, that's basically the same thing. Is he comes out and he basically disses on him in meter and rhyme, and they're like, oh my God, you just killed him. You own him. That's, and I was like, okay. So I put in the order with Decathlon. I think what I ordered for pads was like wrist and elbow. It may be wrist and knee. I'm not sure. But the worst is I just literally wear my girdle underneath. Yeah, it doesn't have the greatest knee protection. I also have an older, no, that's a torn, whatever. I think I have another girdle with like significant knee pads. I have seen some people with like the knee pads that are like really big and like flat on one side, and it's like you can go skidding on them with your hands down, and there have been a few people that are teaching like their kids how to do skating, and like the moms on Instagram, and they're also teaching their kid how to skid on the pads so that they know how to fall, because they're like 3 but they're like skidding back and forth in the living room, and I'm like, I don't really plan on going that fast at first, but oh well. So I think I'm gonna go walk around in town. It's gonna be a warm day, and I don't want to get all myself ready to go and packed up and say, let's go take the bike, and then suddenly be like, oh no, I can't take the bike. So, because I had a little bit of sagginess on the front tire, and it may have been a little bit flat, because when I was leaning on corners coming home, I felt it kind of doing that like bulbous lean that tires can do, which means it could have been weighted down a lot. Like, that's the thing. And that's just what it does. But I was like, it seemed a little flat. So if it is, I'll set up a thingy for tomorrow, but I don't want to take the chance that I go down there saying, I'm going to bike ride, and then have the tire flat, and then I'm like, I have to walk. So I'm just going to go into town at some point, sometime a little bit later, and I'm just going to walk around. I don't know where I'm going to go. Maybe I don't know. I have no plans right now. I've just been dealing with this and errand meetings and lunch and that won't be the last time. Not depressing. It's actually quite funny. So previously I've talked about being confused as a German. This is a pretty canal. I think this is the place where people take a lot of photos. Yeah, that would probably be better. But anyways, I've been confused as a German. Lord knows why. Probably because I have a very boisterous way of talking that for some reason is not becoming of an American. Probably because I'm not cheery about how I talk, but I'm very hello. So today brings up the fact that I was confused for a German again because the guy at Donor Company, new guy, not the same guy I've seen last couple times, thought I wanted a sandwich, not a wrap. As I brought up previously before on stuff, Donor Brötchen are so much more popular in Germany than they are here. We go with almost wraps. I mean, a lot of people do get the sandwiches, but a lot of people also get the wraps too. Most people don't even sell a sandwich. They just sell you a wrap. So when I walk into Donor Company, I'm like, yeah, can I have a Durham Donor? And I look up, Nummer 7. He goes, oh yeah, chicken? I'm like, beef. Hähnchen? Beef. Oh, okay. Alles? Yeah, everything. Alles Gute. Yeah, everything's good. Just put all the toppings. Like, I was like, I'm not German. What the hell? I don't know what it is, but there's a predominance in Amsterdam, and I understand that this is a tourist city and whatnot, and kind of a destination place. There's a lot of American girl students here that are from the Valley. Like, so often, there's students here, and their families are stinking rich back in the States, and they're like, Mommy, please, can I go to study in Amsterdam? But they dress like fucking hobos here because they don't understand the temperature. And they're just like, oh, you know what, taking a year off has really been weird during the pandemic because I can't tour Europe like I did 3 years ago. I'm typically only a violent person during football and Star Trek Online. But I really want to just drown her in a slucha. Just, you fucking bitch. So I just got out of Sterk. And, yeah, that was fun. I'm walking down to Fondel Park because, whatever. I know that the rules were in, yada yada, and I figured I'd go check out to see if they're there. Although this is going to be weird because the way I'm walking is going to take me to a gate that may not be open. But it'll be one of those definitive things. However, while I was in Sterk, the dude in there who was restocking things tried to point me to the German beer section. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm right here looking at the kind, looking for what I want. I'm just checking to see if there's anything new I want. He says, oh, I thought I thought you'd like a little taste of home. Nobody's been able to leave the country for a while. I'm like, I'm American. Oh. To which she said, you just stand so proud. Is that it? Do Americans not stand proud? Do Germans stand prouder? What is it? It's twice today. Do I just have the telltale signs or something and they're like making up for excuses and the Germans are on vacation? Have they dealt with a lot of Germans today? And that's Donor Company and Stark. 2 places I've been a lot. Fucking weird. It's a super old church. There's this entrance. Is deze ingang gesloten? So before when I was here, only this entrance and this entrance were open. I'm here. U bent nu hier. I'll go walk the park. Go see what's looking around. Fondel Park is quite open. But you can see, I'm actually on the northern path right now. I'm on a pathway going kind of west-southwest. But you can see that when this thing is loaded with trees and stuff, it's just probably beautiful. And you just stay on one side like I am, and people pass you by, and you can just walk. So listen, I have Adidas, I have Adidas, but I'm just walking this mainly because I have carbonated things in my bag right now. So I'm just walking. I'm gonna navigate the entire park. You guys have seen, it's already on the screen.